go.
Hiya! Hiya! It's Kung Fu Panda.
It's Kung Fu Panda time. Welcome to episode 23 of Idiot Cinema. Today we're going to be, well, as Jack's karate chopper.
Hiya!
It sounds the exact same every time. It's like a sound.
And I'm playing a soundbite. Hiya! No, that sounds different.
We're doing
My
Kung Fu
voice
Panda,
was-
directed by... And when was it
was-
released? Also.
Mark Osbourne. And John Stevenson.
And John Stevenson.
Released.
2008, I believe.
Yes.
2008. This movie has Jack Black.
Starring
and a lot
Jack
of people.
Black.
I love Jack Black.
Jack Black, Dustin Hoffman, Angelina Jolie, Lucy Liu, David Cross, Jackie Chan,
And
Seth Rogan,
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane, and James Hong.
Who plays Oogway?
I don't know.
My man's a mystery.
Tortoise of mystery.
Mystery. I want to see.
I don't know.
Who plays Oogway? Randall Duck Kim.
Randall, his middle name is
His
Duck.
middle name is Duck?
Yeah, D-U-K.
Okay.
Is it Duke?
I have
Might
no
be
idea.
Okay, well, first thing we gotta do, we gotta go around the circle. This square.
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna rate the movie out of 10. So, Moon,
Honestly,
out of 10.
I might give it like a solid 8 still. Like, it's still
What-
pretty good. Only deducting the 2 points because, you know, it's 2023, animation's evolved a lot.
Even then, the animation was still really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's still pretty good, man.
The only-
That's why it only got
I'm
2
only.
points.
It's
taken
only. I'm getting rid of 2 points because the name is Kung Fu Panda. That was like everyone was just making fun of how the movie was called Kung Fu Panda.
What's wrong with Kung Fu Panda?
It
What did you want
Sounds
to say?
stupid.
It's the whole plot of the... There's a panda.
And he
does
does
Kung
Kung
And he
Fu.
does Kung Fu.
What other name would there be?
The bear did cocaine.
Cocaine Panda.
Cocaine Panda. I mean, Panda's a bear.
Isn't that
What
like
would
our
you give
best
the movie out of
episode,
10,
the
Riley?
Cocaine Bear?
10 out of 10.
I think it...
10
10 out of 10?
Great
What do you
movie.
like about this
What'd you love about the first Kung Fu Panda? Not the third one that you watched recently. The first one.
The first one.
I always look at the character designs.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like
You gotta
the
speak
panda
louder.
who does
Speak
Kung
louder.
Fu?
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I
The
can
panda
just
who does
turn
Kung
it.
Fu is good. And I don't know. 10 out of 10.
10.
Jack.
I give it 9 hayas out of 10.
Hayas.
Hayas.
Why not the extra 10 haya?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just because it's Jack. He's
Because-
a man of mystery.
Because, I actually don't know.
You know Kung Fu
'Cause
Panda makes you
I
do-
feel like I can't rate a
What?
movie 10 out of 10 because it has to be like the perfect movie ever.
All the food in Kung Fu Panda looks
I have
really
no
I just
complaints.
wanna
I just
eat
don't
it.
think it's the most perfect movie ever made. It's
I
really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that's why I'm giving it a 9, because I don't think any movie is...
Like,
Solid
there's
10
nothing
out of 10.
wrong with it.
No, nothing.
It's just... It's not a 10 out of 10 movie.
If
Yeah.
it's 10 out of 10, it would have to be like, everybody loves it. It would have to be like,
Who hates Kung Fu Panda?
Who doesn't like
I
Kung
don't
Fu
know.
Panda?
Some
I'm pretty
people
sure
don't.
for this episode, when she shows up, I'm pretty sure MK watched Kung Fu Panda for the first time. for
Last
this
night.
episode.
Like, she was watching at 10 at night. She's
Mm-hmm.
like... But, it's my turn. Probably 9 or 10 out of 10. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
oh, the
The
only
food
thing
looks
wrong, the
delicious.
villain should have been in the movie more. That's it. That's the only
I
thing.
agree.
Tai Lung should have been in the movie more.
He was, like, one of the best parts of that movie, Tai Lung. And
He
I...
was only in the beginning and the end.
Yeah, but he steals the show every single time he's on screen.
I like
prison
this little
escape.
backstory.
How he was
A little
trained.
cub.
And then he was...
It's like, psych!
You made me train for
You
10
gave me abs, god damn it.
And now I'm not the Dragon Warrior.
What are you gonna do, big guy? Shit on me?
Yeah. I like all of them. I like Poe. He's fat. He's pretty big.
Damn.
But there's also like
He uses
deep,
his fatness.
there's
as
also
an advantage.
like deep like it's a funny movie. There's also deep themes of like imposter syndrome and other
yeah, it
things.
suddenly goes the full like
Because he gets
emotional baggage.
chosen
The
to be the
second
Dragon
movie-
Warrior. He's like, no.
It suddenly just becomes about past trauma
And genocide.
and familial death. I'm like, holy shit.
The second movie, for me specifically,
Made me cry.
no, for me.
It did for me.
For me specifically, as an adopted person, I related to the second movie so much. Like, they did it so well like pinpointing what exactly runs through the head of an adopted person when they find out they're adopted. They did that so well.
Maybe the director was adopted.
Maybe.
But
But
you're
either
about
way,
to say, yeah, I relate to that. I'm like, Riley, you're not adopted.
Nope.
either way,
Sometimes
I
I
relate
feel
to
like
the
I'm adopted.
Yeah.
In my heart.
Yes.
It's like they put an adopted person's brain inside my body.
I don't think there's a single voice performance I didn't like.
Yeah, they were all.
I love
they were all
Dustin
good.
Hoffman as Shifu.
So
I feel like some of them should have spoken more.
Jackie Chan has like 2 lines in this
Yeah,
movie.
Which
The Furious,
one's Jackie Chan?
Monkey.
Isn't I feel like
Monkey's
Seth
such-
Rogen didn't have enough lines
Such a
either.
sidekick.
Who?
But I feel like Mantis didn't have enough lines either.
It was Seth Rogen.
Okay,
I was like,
the only-
the
the Furious
just, like,
5
laughs.
can be, like, removed to the Furious 1, and it's just Tigress. Because she's the only
I
one that matters.
I love
Tigress
her.
as a child.
She's the only one that
worshipped
matters, because the
her.
rest of them don't do anything.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, but
Hey,
they
hey.
fight cool.
Do not diss my boy Krang.
Crane?
Crane.
Hey, it's just Jonathan Majors shows up.
Do not diss my boy Crane like that. Crane has saved all of their lives on multiple
has.
accounts.
Because he can fly.
Literally, he flies in carrying all of them.
Yeah,
like after
Crane-
they fight Tai Lung.
Crane is the backbone.
One
Yeah,
thing,
Crane carries the Furious 5.
I wonder-
And Tigress is the face.
I wonder how jealous Viper must be because all of her comrades have arms and legs.
I know.
Honestly, her
I
and
wonder how
Mantis,
jealous Viper is when she realizes all of her comrades have more lines than her.
I
She had
feel
more
like
lines than
Viper-
Monkey.
I feel like Viper and Mantis are the most jealous
What
of
did Monkey
anyone
say?
because all of their comrades either have limbs or are bigger.
I think,
Sorry, I hit a facial nerve.
but no, I really,
Facial nerve.
I think my favorite part of this movie might be Tai Lung when he's breaking out of prison.
Real. The way he did it with like a feather. And
So-
nothing else.
A single feather and he
A
got out.
single
oh yeah,
God damn
feather
it.
fucked up their
They must have-
entire defense system.
They must have been like really hardcore to make sure nothing happens before that. If it was just a feather. Like,
Yeah.
If he could use a feather to just like...
Their
Disable.
entire defense system was screwed up by a feather.
Actually, technically, I don't think he would have gotten out if it wasn't for that one guard with the fucking big crossbow who shot his chain. And then
Yeah, he
they're
moved.
Man's got fired.
like...
No, he died.
they all died.
He died.
But like, that has so many great moments. Like,
Like, you see the whole, like, giant cave, like, whatever that thing's called, the spike
Yeah.
falling down. Yeah,
And
there's
he's like-
like...
He also used like the thing. I think they were like the arrows or something to like climb
As a
the
stair.
wall.
Mhm.
As
Yeah,
the
he did.
Stairs.
he was like flicking them off his hands and shit. They're
Yeah,
like all
he's
in the
doing
air.
the
He was
pump-
kicking them
the
into
And
the
the way that
wall.
he
Steel.
still got up when they literally chopped the elevator chain.
He somehow got up.
Yeah.
He still
He
managed
just
to get up.
used, he just used
Momentum.
the giant falling rocks to
Yeah.
climb up. But it's still more realistic than when Legolas did it in The Hobbit 2.
Yeah. There's like 1,000 guards for one dude, and they
And the dude wins.
because he's like the greatest kung fu master of all time.
He's the
Well,
second
no.
They
best
shot all the
kung fu master.
Did
arrows
he
and
beat
just the red
Shifu or not?
stream.
He did beat Shifu.
Yeah, he did.
Because Shifu didn't want to fight him because it's his son.
What
What a pussy!
What a pussy.
I mean, he did.
I mean,
he
he got
did.
beaten
got
by
beat
a
children.
fat guy.
He got beat,
Beat
by
up your
the
children.
he got beat by
Pussy.
the Furious 5 technically.
I mean,
How
not
long
really.
I mean, for like a moment,
For-
and then he came back
for a
and fucking
second.
paralyzed their nerves.
Oh, yeah.
And then he got beat by a fat guy.
Well, because he'd
all
never
the
fought anything
paralyzation
like
just went
Kobe.
back at him. He just
He
deflected
was
him.
too because he's like, and that's like no, because it calls back to something when he uses because Mantis when he's doing the acupuncture he's like, oh, I can't really find his nerves, and then he blasts him with the
And quote
nerve
of Brendan
thing.
Fraser from The Whale, what's it gonna do? My internal organs are at least 2 feet deep in there. At least
Fraser.
2 feet deep. Plus, bears are, like, insanely just strong. Dude, if Poe was a grizzly bear, they would have been done.
Isn't
I would-
there a grizzly bear?
There is, yeah.
And which one
The third
In
one.
the third one?
I-
Oh, yeah, he was one of the masters.
was
Yeah.
he the Jom? Was he a
There's
zombie?
chicken.
I think it was Zombie. The chicken?
The zombies.
The
The
zombie.
Jade zombies.
Master Chicken. There's some
I've
chicken
never
with
seen
blades
the third
on his
one,
feathers.
and now I'm just gonna wait to watch the third one for when we do the episode. of the
Mr.
third
Breaking Bad is in it. Bryan Cranston's in it. He plays Poe's dad.
One.
his
yeah,
actual
that's-
father.
Bryan Cranston.
It was Bryan Cranston.
I don't-
It was his actual father.
I'm sorry,
not
but
Mr.
I
Ping.
love the Noodle Man.
Also, then they become
the
like
Noodle Dad.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ping in the third one. Mr. Ping and then the Poe's real dad become best buddies.
Gay.
They
Yeah.
literally
Okay.
they call the double dad defense, and they have
Yeah!
like he's like he uses like a fake armor and then it has like Mr. Ping and like a child strapped in front with pots and pans.
I love that.
When I was a kid, I thought Oogway's death
was the saddest thing ever.
Exactly, it was.
Well, he did die. I thought it was longer than what it
Right?
was.
Well, it's like when you watch a video the first time, it's really long, and then you watch it again, and it's like, oh.
That was like 2
He's
minutes.
like, my time has come. He's like, Tai Lung escaped. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Bye-bye.
I'm
looks
out.
like my time has come.
My
Turns
time
into
has come.
beach
What? No,
levels.
you can't just leave it.
Tai
Bye.
Lung escaped. Oh, my time has come. I beat him once. You're on your own.
I like the difference between Shifu and Oogway in that one scene where he's blowing out the candles, where he's blowing out each one individually, and then he just blows them all out with one palm. He's like, patience, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dropped the absolute greatest quote in all of history, where it was, what was it? The future is
Today is... Okay, wait.
Today is called the present because it is a gift.
No, it's...
That's
something.
the after. It's
Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery.
And,
And today is a
like,
gift.
gift.
That's why
they
it's
call it the present.
Ah, that's what it was.
Ah.
It's
Like, goddamn!
How did they write that? Where did they find that quote? Or did they just make it?
And Oogway is actually just badass. Like, he's
Oogway's
actually
just awesome.
Literally. I
has a
was
stick.
so sad when when Tai Lung breaks his staff.
His
And then,
stick.
and then the petals come back, and they're like, oh, no.
I cried.
But, like...
His
Tai
magic
Lung
stick.
overpowers Shifu in that one scene, and then Oogway just comes in with the and then instantaneously
Writes
knocks
a
him
piece
out.
of code on him and then he just falls over. No, he deactivated him.
I think the best fight is probably Tai Lung versus Shifu.
Mm-hmm. Which one? The first one or the second one?
The second one, like when at night,
Because even then, like, Shifu's fighting him, but he's still
He's holding
scared
back.
to hurt him.
And
because
Tai-
holding
it's
back.
his son.
and Tai Lung's talking
He's just trying
about
to
like
deflect all of his moves,
Mhm.
and then like he throws the knife and he just like moves it out of the way.
He's scared to fight back because it's still
It's his son.
and Tai Lung the entire time is like, you made me think I was the chosen one. You trained me for however many years, and
And then he
I
just threw me away.
and then you just then I was just I didn't get to be Dragon Warrior, and then his paws got set on fire, and then he
His paws
kept
did get set on fire.
And then
He had blue fire paws. Also, a neat Easter egg for a split second in Kung Fu Panda 3, you can see Tai Lung's face on one of the little jade things. Yeah,
because
he
you want
was sent to the
spoilers
spirit
for
realm.
Right.
Because the villain can take the
chi.
of everybody, and they like become little jade pendants
Slay.
on his belt.
He
And
has
so
a
like
cool theme song.
for a
Kai.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah.
with the chain blades. Yeah, like you can see for a split second when he collects someone, you can see Tai Lung's face on one of the jade pendants.
So he
cool.
fought him in
Did
the
Tai
spirit
Lung have a
realm.
theme song?
No,
No,
No.
right? He did, but it wasn't as iconic as
Maybe when he was
as
escaping,
Mr. Kai
the-
over
Yeah,
here.
there was like a
Maybe
epic
when he was, like,
music
escaping the
soundtrack when
prison.
he was escaping, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
Tai Lung didn't need a theme song. Tai Lung himself is just iconic. Because
just-
look at the way he broke out
He's
of
a
prison.
snow leopard. I wish
like
it was
his
like
little mustache.
canonical to real
Yeah,
snow
yeah.
leopards and him being super round and fluffy.
I like the
Just like a big round fluffy
It's like
bad guy who kicks everyone's
that's how it was when he was. It's like there's
Yeah.
a documentary of this guy holding a little snow leopard and all he hears the body is round.
But he's round.
There's one thing that I didn't like. There's one thing that I didn't like about Shifu's kind of
He makes him bite his
Growth.
own tail.
when like he gets like betrayed, let's say, by Tai Lung, he just doesn't
Oh, it's so
care.
connected to my head.
He doesn't
it's
care
not.
anymore, and then he gives Tigress a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional trauma.
because I think it's because he put so much into
The body is round.
That's
that's
not
it.
a snow leopard.
It's not a
It's like a
leopard.
palace.
like he put so much into Tai Lung, and he
That's-
pumped and he was just like he kept.
And he was betrayed, so he
Dude,
didn't
we
want to
should
do
do-
that again. But
we should
also,
do-
he gave Tigress a lot of emotional trauma.
We should do a lot. Oh yeah, because he just kept pushing
just, like,
her.
ignored
Because he
her.
did not want her to turn out like Tai Lung.
Exactly.
I feel bad for her.
In the second movie, when she talked about having being forced to punch a tree for
Hell's
like
Gate.
ages.
And like an orphan.
You're looking at a palace.
I know, but it's
I
still
can't
cute.
remember if it's in one of like the shows that they made or if it's in one of the
I haven't
movies.
seen any of the
Which
where
ones?
she mentioned, like where Tigress mentions that she was like an orphan and no one wanted her until Shifu came along.
I think it was the show.
Yeah, and then she
Oh.
spent so much of her life trying to please him, and he's just like, haha, no.
No, because he was still grieving.
Yeah, he was still
over
grieving
Tai.
Tai Lung, and he didn't want her to turn out like him.
No, he did not.
Because-
She was also
Yeah.
another cat.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Also,
don't
Shifu
you-
praised Tai Lung.
Don't
and
you
that got to
love
his head.
how it's
He kept pumping him
It's
up, being
not a
like, "You are the
movie.
chosen one. You could be the Dragon Warrior." And then
Don't
it,
you-
then it was like,
Don't
"No,
you love how
you're not."
throughout the entirety of the series, Poe and Tigress do not become a thing?
Yes,
They're just
that is
friends.
That's
so
one of my
good.
favorite
They're just
things
good
about it.
friends.
They're just like really close.
They're very
act,
close. Like
they
even
act
in this,
more like siblings.
yeah,
than they do
like
that they have
in
a
the
romantic
second movie,
attraction.
like when they're like Poe's about to do his final stand, he kind of goes up to Tigress, and Tigress like, "Yeah, I love you, man. Have fun." He stands on the thing, and then all the ships fire things
And
at
like
him.
the whole time in the second one, the whole time Poe's going through this like identity crisis because he
Mhm.
found out he's adopted.
She's there for him.
Every one of them is there for him, but she steps up the most,
Mhm.
and it's very obvious that it's simply because
She relates the most.
Yeah,
to him.
she knows how that feels
It's like,
to feel like unwanted and
What
stuff
the
like
it's
that.
like I figured out that my dad isn't my real dad. The goose.
The goose.
Goose.
And then it like Mantis like, you didn't figure that out till now.
It's like it's actually. I think sometime in the third movie,
I love
it's
Mr.
like
King.
Poe still thinks he comes from an egg. Like, oh, dude.
He came from an egg.
Are
I
you
don't.
serious?
He's just a very big goose.
When a mother goose and a father goose lay an egg together.
And then a big fat panda comes
out
out.
of it.
Honestly, though,
Mr.
that line in itself reflects a lot for like adopted people. Because your parents, as an adopted person, can look nothing like you.
And you
But
bury your
you
parents.
still, like, because you were born, raised with them.
Exactly.
You recognize you
And it
recognize them
doesn't.
as your parent.
If you don't know that you're adopted, you're gonna think that
Yeah.
you were born from them, and it's like a very accurate scenario.
12-10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Ping for
Shout out
just
to Mr.
taking
Ping.
in a baby he found
On-
in a random radish barrel.
Yeah, in a radish.
He was
barrel.
like, oh,
"You're
okay.
my son now."
Like, he just finds an abandoned panda, and he's like,
The only reason he kept him is because he liked his food.
It's like that
Yeah.
audio. It's just like that audio. Just like, you're my friend now.
You're my
We're
friend
getting
now."
soft tacos
just
later.
some guy casually picks up a pigeon and just walks
Did
away
you
with
see
it.
that one where it was like, "You're my
You're-
friend now," and he reaches into like a den of like spiders. And there's so many spiders on his head. Like,
I
"You're
saw
my
that.
friend now." We're having some- It was like spiders crawling over his
Just
hand.
spiders.
I hate that.
How you feel,
Burn it.
Charlotte's Web?
Burn it.
I liked that part where Poe was in like the Jade Palace and with all the artifacts. And he's
that
like,
was that happened in like every single one.
I've only
Or not-
seen
not the
paintings
sec-
of
not the
this
second one.
painting.
I've only seen pictures of this painting.
This is the sword that's so
Just
sharp
say
you can
cut
cut
you just
yourself
by
with
looking at it now.
When he talks to the vase of souls,
He drops it and all hears the
and Shifu's
like
talking
we'll
to him, and he
tape
thinks
it back
it's the
together. I love how even like in the third one it's taped together and they still drop it and it still makes that noise. Like it's still in there.
How did they catch all the souls?
They probably they probably
probably
got
were-
homesick.
Bound to the pot or whatever.
I think they got homesick.
But
and
yeah, I
like,
love
you know
in the
what?
third one when him and his dad are taking a tour. He walks by. It's like the soul, like
Somebody
the pot of
dropped
souls.
that.
Someone
Idiot.
broke that. Some idiot. I don't know. It's like you know
Yeah.
exactly who broke that.
I like when the whooshy finger hold that just sends you to the spirit realm.
That's just terrible.
Skidoosh.
It's like, oh,
Skidoosh.
this is an ancient technique. What does it do? Oh, it just sends you to hell, like immediately. There's
Yeah.
no,
Hell.
there's no
It's
stop.
not hell though.
It's not
like,
hell.
Oogway was
the
chilling.
spirit
You just
realm
go to
looks-
the
looks pretty
afterlife.
chill. Like,
Does that
I would
mean
hang
did
out
Tai Lung
there.
technically die, or
Tai Lung died,
was he
bro.
just sent there?
Tai Lung died, bro.
So is the whooshy finger hold just instant death? Just
Well, you just instantly get-
vaporization.
Actually, wait. Poe didn't technically die.
Because he came back.
Well,
He came
he
back.
did-
Yeah.
I think he's
Is
just
the-
vanished there.
This is in the third one.
Banished
where
to
he
the
sends
spirit
himself to
realm.
the spirit realm, which shouldn't have worked because
He puts
it
his
would've been
hands
really-
around Kai's neck and then whooshy finger.
skadoosh.
He just
It would have been really
disintegrated.
fun if it was just Kai standing there with nobody on his neck. He's like, oh, what an idiot.
What a dumbass.
An idiot.
But
man.
whooshy finger hold doesn't work on dead people.
It does not.
So
It
I
doesn't.
think-
It doesn't work on spirits.
I think it's just like a banishing thing.
It is a banishing.
And
thing.
you can't banish a spirit.
Why didn't he do that for like every other character, like every other villain?
because
I
it
feel
was-
Imagine him walking up to Shan just skadooshing his ass
For-
back to the spirit realm.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
feel
wanna,
like for him-
overpopulate.
I feel like
Skadoosh.
for the
there's only a certain amount of space in the spirit realm.
Also,
for
what
like
happened?
the peacock guy, I feel like he didn't do that because he had so much leverage on Poe
Oh
mentally.
yeah, no. All he
'Cause
did,
he
all
kept
he would have
bringing
had
up
to
his
do
parents.
is like
Blast.
feather out his tail,
Yeah.
and then Poe would just be like done.
Traumatized.
Yeah, like
You just
he,
stare at him,
he had
traumatized.
so much leverage over Poe mentally because he knew about his parents,
He has
and
the
he's the
Power
one.
of PTSD.
Yeah, like he's literally the guy who set out on this panda manhunt.
All
Because of a prophecy.
Of a
He
prophecy
committed
saying that
genocide.
He would be defeated by a
Exactly.
panda.
Also,
He's like,
it
nah.
didn't, no, it
Nope,
didn't
not
say a
done.
panda. It just said something that was black
and
white.
white,
So
and he
does
just
that also
immediately
mean
thought-
that he murdered all the zebras?
No, because they're in
There's no
China.
zebras in
Riley.
China.
No zebras.
Riley, they're in China.
We're in China.
I didn't think about that.
Love the
What else-
second one.
what
This
else
has just
is
become
black
like
and
all
white?
talking about all
Tragic.
three of them because they're just really good. I
Yeah.
like the joke in the second one where Shen's talking about how like the year the peacock begins now, and then his wolf advisor's like right now.
It's like the middle of the year.
you want to be right now? He's just staring at him. Right now. It's the middle of the year, man. What are you doing?
And he just glares
Dude,
at
all
him.
the
Shut
okay. Back to the first movie.
up.
The fucking food looks
The
so
food
It's so good.
delectable.
I want to eat
That
it.
dumpling fight.
There
I was
has
like,
to-
I'm so hungry.
There has to be a recipe online.
I've never
somewhere.
had a dumpling before, but I
There was one when I was a kid.
I think
When I
I
was a
have.
kid,
I think I have.
they had the special features on the Kung Fu Panda DVD.
And it
There
was
are
it
no
cooking?
skunks.
There are
in
no
China.
skunks in Riley was trying to figure out other black and white things in China, and
No
apparently there's no
skunks.
skunks.
Just
But-
pandas.
They had this
Master
featurette
Sun
on
Bear.
the special features DVD of Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
where it was just them like making actual noodles from like a giant piece of bread, and they're like turning it into noodles. And I was like, I want to eat this.
I want to eat everything in
I
this
want
movie.
that.
I want to eat that.
Then
There
like
has to
he's
be
like,
recipes
and the cookies
online.
that he's just eating in the,
Let's
in
check.
the
Like just the sound of him eating the cookies, like
We gotta make
that's
a
so
bonus
delectable.
episode when we're at your house this weekend where we all just find these recipes online and try to make them in your kitchen.
One of the first.
Oh.
He's doing a perfect split. He just imagines the scroll as a cookie, and he gains like
infinite strength.
I found
Yeah,
it.
I like when he
Riley
closes
found
the
the
door.
recipes.
All he
Homemade
hears is a
dumplings
climb. He's just
recipe. Kung Fu Panda dumplings
perfect
recipe.
split.
Good.
A
perfect split, just on top. Like, that's his first hint that Poe's actually a kung fu master. Is he can just climb a giant shelf to get a cookie.
Where can I get like a full size version of that little training
Oh,
dummy
also,
with the
when he,
dumbass
like-
face where he's like,
He does like all sorts of this air bending, and then just a slight gust of wind, and then the scroll falls out, and he just that one ripple.
well, it's not even
So
centered.
satisfying.
It's not even
So-
centered
it's-
though.
Shut up!
Yeah,
It's
the
not
ripple
centered.
wasn't even centered. I
James
noticed it.
pointed that out when we were watching it. and it
Ryan
made me
pointed
so
it
mad.
out. Ryan pointed it out, and I was like, no.
It's
No,
not
I
in the
didn't
exact
hear
center.
Ryan
That's
say
fine,
it,
as
and
long
then
as
you, the one who said it louder.
It takes about 2 hours and 20 minutes to make the dumplings, and it will make 20,
Oh my god.
according to this recipe.
It's blank.
It's blank. It's a
I
mirror.
love it when he just like opens it. Oh.
I love the way that he
It's
couldn't
nothing.
open it at first, and then Shifu has to like pop the cap
Pop
off.
the cap.
And he's just like, I loosened it for you.
I loosened it for
Well, I
you.
loosened it up a little bit for you, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the part where he's trying to get into the tournament.
Yeah, and he just makes the firework chair.
How did he not
He
die?
invented a
How is-
jetpack.
How is he not dead?
He invented
His
a
face is
jetpack.
dragging along the wall like
Spoiler.
Cocaine
Spoiler,
bear
Poe's
moment.
dead.
spoiler pose.
Spoiler,
Cocaine
Poe's
bear
dead, and
moment.
all of this is like a fever dream
Yeah,
for him to
he
die.
just the fireworks just it didn't even set him up. It just exploded and he just died.
And this is all just a fever dream while he's in a
He's just
coma.
in the he's just in the spirit realm.
In the spirit
He's just
realm.
imagining all of it.
Dad, it's not a phase. I want to be the Dragon Warrior, man. I want to see the Dragon Warrior. I want to.
Love when he's playing with his action figures and then he just turns around and we're just standing there and some guy just staring
Yeah,
at him.
just like his neighbor.
Mantis, crane, tigers.
and
Hey, neighbor.
then when he's just like Tai Lung's about to kill Shifu and then all you hear is just like frantic panting and he's like the stairs are a bitch, right?
I like the little like dream sequence at the beginning.
You're
Yeah.
a panda. You're a panda. What are you gonna do, big guy? Sit on me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he does. He sits on him.
I feel like that's where they got the
I love
inspiration for the
I love
cocaine bear
the
scene.
subtle like face expression of like when Tai Lung is just like drunkly ranting about how like Poe should be able to be. He's like, you're just some big fat, and then his face just goes like he just immediately starts frowning. As soon as he calls him fat, he just starts like looking at him like
The
a
white
dumbass.
man stare.
Skadoosh. Skadoosh.
What time is it?
I don't know.
It is 12.
Skidoosh,
12
18.
18.
Okay.
Okay. But
This
yeah, he's just drunkly ranting.
I don't think he was drunk.
He wasn't, but he was like super tired, so he
Yeah.
sounded like he was drunk.
He was like.
He literally did the Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, there's just an imprint
The
of
imprint
him
of
in
his
the floor.
tail.
Do you think they put like a caution tape around that and set, like had a memorial like Tai Lung's last resting place where he just fell into the ground?
Yeah.
Tai Lung's great. I think they celebrated because he was a mass murderer.
Yeah, he was a menace.
100% they celebrated.
They celebrated.
Yeah, like,
They celebrated, but then Shifu insisted on not repairing that part of the road because
No,
it's still his son.
It's his son's imprint.
My son was a mass murderer.
It's like Hollywood. It's like the concrete handprints of Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's just Tai Lung's entire body.
The tourist
I like when he makes
organization.
him bite his own tail. He's just
Well,
screaming.
that's actually... No, the biting your own tail thing, snow leopards actually do that all the time.
Oh.
Well, he's also been in prison for God knows how long, so he
For God
probably
knows how long.
forgot how
In the
painful it
mountains,
is.
probably where he lives.
My man couldn't even breathe the way they had him set up.
Yeah, he was just there.
Oh yeah,
he had the
didn't-
turtle thing set up. He's like,
He
Took
would
a
have
breath.
been...
Oh, he took one breath. Yeah.
He would have been so stiff when he escaped. Like,
And somehow he still pulled his getaway.
he was He was training in his head the whole time for 30
He
years.
was just replaying himself beating up the warden.
No,
'Cause he
it
steps
just,
on his tail, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, look, he's completely harmless. Steps on his tail.
Oh, did he?
Okay,
did I
guys, so
step
let's
on your
go.
I
tail?
love how he just leaves, like, it's just like the pile of bodies, and he just picks up the goose, and he's like, deliver a message for me, and throws him.
And the goose is just like,
Okay, okay.
Okay, what was your favorite scene? Everyone go around the table.
Bridge.
Go around the
not your turn.
Your turn, go.
Noodle Man.
Noodle
Noodle
Man.
Man's panicking about the noodle dream.
Oh, they're so cute.
My son had the noodle
My son had the
They're so
noodle
cute.
dream! Riley, your favorite scene?
Favorite
in
part in
Panda?
Kung Fu Panda?
The dumpling training scene.
Dumpling
The
training.
dumpling train, that's a
Yes.
good one.
My favorite
As if
was
you didn't already shout it.
The bridge fight?
acupuncture. The acupuncture, but also probably the prison escape.
Yeah,
the
that's
bridge
a
fight
close
was
second
good,
for
but
me.
like it wasn't as good.
I really appreciate the part in the bridge fight where it's just like they think they win, and
And
then he
then-
just comes swinging back.
No, it's like the ladder crashes on the rock, and then it comes back and it whips the sky, and then he's just there behind them.
Just like, hello,
Like he
bitches.
literally does a
No.
meteor landing behind them, and then just paralyzes them all.
They did my man Mantis dirty, giving him bridge rope duty.
Yeah, I mean, he
He's
did
the
it really
smallest
well.
He did it.
Handled
He
bridge
did it to
for
himself. He's
5
like, "It's
people."
okay. Go help her. Give me the ropes." And then instantaneously, he's like, "What are they thinking? I'm so small."
I mean, he did it to himself. Plus, he managed to
I'm
like
trying to
fully
He
swing
whipped
the bridge. Anyway, James, favorite scene, go.
Either bridge fight or I'm gonna name like 3 scenes, but bridge fight, Tai Lung's escape, or Tai Lung versus Shifu,
Yeah.
because those are all great scenes.
Oh, Riley, you want to hear an interesting fact about Kai's theme song?
You got 4 minutes, go.
It's sampled from an Imagine Dragons song.
Oh, yeah, I know that,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, it's an Imagine Dragons song.
With the jade chain
Mhm.
blades, and he's
Those
like,
are
On,
actually-
in
that-
time
that-
with the music.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Chain
that-
blade.
that-
Like
scraping
every
on
time
the-
they scrape it illuminates them in green light.
That's cool.
I like that
I'm not gonna
scene.
watch the third one until we actually do another Kung Fu Panda episode.
I like when he spins them really fast and throws them, and it like attaches to a wall or something.
He
uses
spins
them
them
as
around-
like whips.
he spins around his arm like, whoosh, and he's like, whoosh.
Oh, so he
So
just lets them all like fly in his arm and he just catches them.
so cool, so cool.
Pretty cool.
Man, the
vibe.
second Kung Fu Panda
Played
really
by
like
J.K.
I
Simmons.
really enjoyed it and like it spoke to me as a child, but because it got in my head so much as an adopted kid, it terrified me.
It's just the point that he thought he was going to be replaced by a radish.
It's
Like, the whole time.
gonna be replaced by a
Oh, wait, what time?
Radish
What-
We
what-
found a new cup. We
Right.
found a new sun.
I think we should wrap it up.
We found a new sun.
Jack,
What
do
was
your
favorite scene?
hiya again.
Do your hiya.
What's your favorite scene?
You already
I
said
just
it.
said
What was it?
It was either
Shifu
it was,
fight, bridge scene, or something else.
or they escaped.
Hiya!
Okay, guys, that was episode 23 of Idiot Cinema.
I'm trying to turn it off.
I'm fending off ninjas. I'm sorry, the recording. The studio's been breached by ninjas. Oh my god. They're overtaking me. Please remember to subscribe. Subscribe and like, or else Tai Lung's gonna be in your bed tonight.
Oh.
Honestly,
I'd be okay with
I'll
that.
give it yeah, just pat him on the head. They're there.
They're there.
Have fun.
I'm also traumatized. We can cry together. Jack, do your height
Oh
and end it
no!
off.
Oh no! The big ninja's coming back! Oh no!
Oh no!